Arrogant people can be a nightmare to contend with. They can kill the mood and get under the skin of even the most zen of individuals. Fortunately, there are some phrases that can knock them off their high horses, or get them to back down and shut up. Here are 12 phrases that you can use to shut their arrogance. Number 1. Don't tell me, show me. Are you familiar with the saying, "If those who can, do"? Those who boast about themselves rarely reflect the reality of their capabilities. The next time someone spouts off about how talented they are, call them out and ask for proof of it. Their bluster should dissipate quite effectively. Number 2. I don't remember anyone asking you. Many arrogant people seek to show others just how smart and important they are by offering their unsolicited opinions and advice at any given opportunity. Make it clear to them that when and if anyone wants their input, they'll be asked. Until that magical day arrives, nobody cares. Number 3. Your confidence in your own ability is noted. This is a subtle way of telling the person that nobody else has anywhere near as much faith in their ability as they do. You don't have to say this in a condescending manner either. Simply remain stoic and impassive, stating it as a fact. Number 4. Let's bring the focus back to the task at hand. Arrogant people tend to go off on tangents about topics that they find more interesting, usually revolving around themselves. Instead of acknowledging anything they had to say, simply redirect the conversation back to what was discussed before their monologue. This usually does the trick of taking the wind out of their sails. Number 5. I'll pay attention when you say something worthwhile. Implying that nothing they have to say holds any merit will usually do the trick of deflating their bluster. Those who behave arrogantly like to be the center of attention and admiration. If they're told that they have nothing of value to add, they'll often shut up to avoid feeling insulted further. Number 6. You do enjoy hearing yourself speak, don't you? A phrase like this tells the person that nobody else is enjoying anything they have to say, and that they're simply entertaining themselves by droning on about how terribly special they are. Saying this phrase with a monotone voice and bored expression will add extra impact to your words. Number 7. Fascinating. Moving on. Arrogant people don't like it when they're made to feel that what they say isn't as captivating as they thought. As a result, if you simply dismiss their blathering and move on to the next topic as if they don't matter at all, they'll either go silent or leave to seek out validation. Number 8. Here's another great example of the Dunning-Krueger effect. The Dunning-Krueger effect is a type of cognitive bias in which those who don't have much knowledge or skill in a particular subject don't just overestimate their competence levels, but aren't even capable of recognizing their shortcomings. Bring attention to how their behavior exemplifies this bias, and it should shut them up. Number 9. You sound just like. This one only works if you know that they dislike this aspect about a person, like a critical parent, and yet they're embodying the same behavior, and if you know their disliked individual personally. Pointing out that they're emulating behavior they claim to despise tends to silence them effectively. Number 10. That's the funniest thing I've heard in years. The more boastful someone is about how terribly special they are, the less likely their claims are to be true. View them as a joke and treat them as such, and it'll knock the braggart off their pedestal rather effectively, particularly if others are around to witness them being chastised. Number 11. We're all very impressed. Have a gold star. If a gold star isn't a reward for childhood achievement where you're from, use a more familiar alternative. A phrase like this tells them that nobody else is impressed by their boasting, but since they think so very highly of themselves, here's a prize that any school kid will be proud of. And lastly, number 12. I see your narcissistic personality disorder is thriving. Arrogant people really don't like to be called out on their poor behavior. Most of them are overcompensating for insecurity by trying to coax praise and recognition from others. If they are suddenly labeled with an accusation of poor behavior, especially one as distasteful as clinical narcissism, they'll be appalled. Thank you for watching. I hope you've learned something from this video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more educational videos.